All right, so here's the pitch deck. In a nutshell, to VSL. So here's what I did. I thought to myself, before I go and build this whole thing and spend that time, energy, and effort to create this whole big product and figure out, am I right? Thankfully, I obviously own an agency that fulfills all this stuff. So I thought I was the direction correct already, but I wanted to see, would there be a take rate on a piece of software that would do the same functions, and if I could give it at a fraction of the cost. Now, the clients that work with me at our agency, and I'm thankful for this. We got up to the point where they're spending $30,000 to $50,000 up front, and then anywhere from $2,000 to $10,000 per month to work with us. So obviously, I realized that there's some success here. The problem was it was very cost prohibitive. And because it's cost prohibitive, we lost a lot of deals because a lot of people couldn't front that upfront cost. But that was okay because we did the Tesla model. We thought from a Tesla perspective, which was, we build the Roadster, then we build the Model S, then we build the Model 3. So this is essentially the next iteration, the innovation of that process. So here is the idea. What I did from the beginning is when I opened up this hook on the video, and I sent this video individually to each person, and then I pitched them on the phone. And then we actually built a landing page now that we're gonna run traffic to this weekend. The idea was this: how can I first open up the opening hook with a question or statement that would be able to hit their mind and go, yep, this is what I'm looking for. And so I used a product called Descript to kind of take my audio and show it to you. If you ever wonder what it would be like to be able to grow your practice without a reliance on an agency, having to implement a consulting or a coaching program, having the bottlenecks of not knowing what to do with tech or marketing, yet having, what do I say here? Yet having, this doesn't read right. It doesn't read right at all.
You ever wonder what it would be like to grow your practice?
Reliance on agency,
consulting or a coaching program, and having the bottlenecks of not knowing what to do with tech or marketing, having to know exactly what you're doing when it comes to copywriting.
Having to know exactly what you're doing when it comes to copywriting, marketing, all the things in between. Then this video is for you. So one of the big things about the market that I serve is that the early adopters and the innovators, they are already dabbling with AI. The problem is there's a gap of not knowing, how do I deploy it? How do I use it? I don't really like the way ChatGPT or Claude writes. It doesn't have the richness that I'm looking for. So I need something that will be able to close this gap. So I wrote it for that early adopter, that innovator, and it worked. So here is the question. Here's the thing that I told it. Here's the value proposition: reach more patients, impact more lives, future-proof your patient flow with AI, trained on $41 million of results. Now, here's where most people can go wrong. If they make a claim that is not FTC compliant. So in my world, I'm very careful of FTC and what you can and can't say, what claims you can make and can't make, because the fact is, if you don't do that, it can get very, very expensive if you do that wrong. I know this because I have friends of mine who have been sued by the FTC, not even knowing that they were violating the law. So just be very, very, very careful when you go to make claims or build any sort of sales video that you run your stuff through an FTC compliance. So then I clearly outlaid who is it for. Okay, who is it I'm trying to target? And then I talked about who the hell I am. Then I even disclaimed the results from our agency here. So I have a video that plays and it covers our results, but I disclaimed it and said, this is from the agency. This is from that work. This is not from the software. So I want to make sure they were really clear that that whatever video they're seeing on here, that they can go witness it, but it doesn't exist for the software.